been trying to do my very doing. I've been looking for us in the fray. You're the only one I've been expecting, but you're again the one who ruined my plans for what we've been doing, for what we can do. We know about the trips, we're over again. Ain't you gonna see my arms are open? What you keep on saying?
Coming straight up out the gutter, man, I plenty stacked that butter. Raised like a man, so when I talk, I never stutter. Look into my eyes and you will see a born stunner. Prolific, on the grind, bumping Nipsey. Making my wishes come true and I ain't got no genie. KGL City sometimes feels like a jungle and screw being humble. I'm holding out like an animal, I'm coming for and taking everything I never had. That's what I'm aiming for, shooting for. Everybody hit the flow, beast mode, I feel like King Kong, knocking towers down. I'm out here trying to eat, you niggas fasting like it's Ramadan. I'm skinny but my pockets are getting fat and hit your bone K. You looking like a prayer and it's predators walking out here. You praying for a miracle? Get up and put the work in. I'm working, I'm searching, reaching for a gold mine. The ball is past the goal line, the game has got no half time. Hey, I'm a king, that's all I know. Take a look inside my bloodline. I'm a soldier trying to go. Pushing, 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 pushing past enemy lines. Whoa, I'm a king, that's all I know. Whoa, take a look inside my bloodline. I'm a soldier trying to go. Pushing, 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 pushing past enemy lines.
I've been looking for us in the fray. You're the only one I've been expecting, but you're again the one who ruined my plans for what we've been doing, for what we can do. We know about the trips, we're over again. Ain't you gonna see my arms are open? Won't you keep on saying, oh.
Say her name, Breonna Taylor. This is another piece of the news that obviously that's in the news right now, where we found out today that in the US, no officer has been charged. Not only that, to add an insult to injury, one officer was charged for hitting, what did they hit? For hitting another resident, but for walking into someone's home, killing someone in their own home, you go home free. That's America. That's the world right now. Black lives obviously don't matter. No matter how we say it, we need to look at it from a different approach. For what we go through, and I talked about this yesterday, and of course I just talked about, well, the healing requires listening. Obviously, the US is not listening. I don't know what we need to do. This is not a government challenge. It's not a government issue anymore. It is more about the friends. Who are your friends? Are they concerned about the things that are happening here in America, in the Americas? That police officers can kill people and go home free. Can this happen if it was a different color? Maybe, but we don't see it often. Not when it's mainstream. When it's mainstream, every time it's mainstream and a black person is killed, the offender, if they're white, they happen to go home free. I think the approach needs to change. I think in America, black lives, not only that they not matter, I don't think they are not counted as equal. I think we're still looking at the black people as half human. And maybe that's something to look at. Are we still using laws that were passed during slavery? When were they ever amended? Have they ever been amended? Anyways, say her name, Breonna Taylor. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that before we close tonight. It's hard. It's hard to, I try a lot not to go into these because I know how much it can be, especially for me. I'm a very sensitive person, so when it comes to taking on the world's problems, I usually shut down and just focus on what I need to do. But every once in a while, you got to turn and see what's going on. and what's happening to the black world in America. I don't know. It doesn't require the government anymore. I think it's about us as people. We need to go and find out who our friends are. If your friend is not as concerned as you are, maybe you need to ask them if they are still your friends. To me, that's something we got to look at, because governments have their own missions or something else they're looking to do. Anyways, let's go. We'd like to close tonight by telling you about what we're going to be covering tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to continue to cover the African Canadian community. We're going to continue to talk to African Canadian members, leaders. And I ask you again, if you know anyone that would like to appear on our program, if you have any artist, anybody who would like to appear on this program to do a piece like what I just did, well, not necessarily that, but if you have an artist, if you have somebody who wants to perform here, please invite them. Also, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear from our program, whether it's the information or what I bring to you on a personal level, please share our work with your friends. Share it on social media. We're not big on social media, but we intend to be soon. Anyways, I would like to leave you tonight with our very own platform, which is what we are working on. Something we are working to develop so we can have our people, we can have the continental African Canadian communities have a communication platform, a resource platform, somewhere where we can go and get these kinds of information every day, not just Monday to Friday, not just between 6 and 5, between 6 and 7, but whenever we want, with our own people, doing our own research, doing our own studies, reporting and talking, and really bringing this information to you from the African Canadian perspective. Have a good one, and I'll see you again tomorrow.